in order to have love, you have to have persons. And if you're not yourself after death, if you're not a self after death, then you've lost everything. Because see, what we most want in life is love. And our life is most meaningful when we have love. And once we have love, the most important thing in the world is not to lose love. And you're going to tell me, oh, it's wonderful, you're just part of the circle of life. You're going to tell me that at death, I'm going to be stripped of everything that means anything to me. Because what I want more than anything else is love without parting. I want love. You want love. And in order to do that, there's got to be persons. And it's of no consolation, that kind of hope. No consolation at all, not if you think about it. And you know, John Updike, in his memoirs called Self-Consciousness, it's just a memoir of his life. He actually had his last chapter where he talks a little bit about why he was a Lutheran Christian and why Christianity was important to him. You actually, I don't even have to tell you, I'll just tell you, I'll tell you what the answer is by the title of his last chapter in his book, On Being a Self Forever. On being a self forever. Not part of the circle of life, not just part of stardust, not just part of the ground. It's on being a self. And I think what's going to happen to us, if we believe and we're resurrected, something like what was happening to them on the road to Emmaus, we're going to look at each other and we're going to say, it is you, isn't it? Yeah, I saw a seed of this in you in our earthly life, but now look at you. Look at how beautiful you are. Look at how glorious. I knew you could be like this, and now you are. See, that's what you want. That's the hope of your heart. Christianity gives it to you. It's a personal future. And the resurrection, by definition, means the redemption not just of my spirit, but of my body. And the resurrection means that God's going to actually renew the material creation. He's going to give us a new heaven and new earth. And you know what this means? It's the irretrievability of life. There's a kind of death in the midst of life. And the longer you are alive, the more you'll start to experience that death in the midst of life. And that is when things go away that you know, at least within the walls of this world, will never be brought back to you. And there's an irretrievability, there's a loss in the middle of life, which is a kind of death in the middle of life. And the resurrection says no to nevermore. Because the resurrection says, you are not simply going to get a consolation for the life you've lost. You know, that's heaven, bliss. You're not just going to get a consolation for the life you lost. You are going to get the restoration of the life you lost. You won't just get your body back. You'll get the body back that you never had, that you wished you had. You won't just get your life back. You'll get the life back that you never had, but you wished you had. You're not going to miss out on anything.